Episode 3.
Hi guys, Skye and Callum again. Episode 3 of pretty much chatting pure manure.
Pure manure. Okay, so on today's episode, we're going to be chatting about a little bit of everything: relationships, sexuality, green flags, red flags.
Yeah, and maybe just like how to sustain a relationship longer than a couple of weeks. You can maybe give me some advice.
I feel like Cal needs a little bit of help in that department. You know, the commitment issues are issuing.
Literally.
So what was with that Instagram caption that you posted?
Oh, what jet ski handles waves better than I handle commitment.
Yeah, that one.
I'm not wrong.
Talk us through that.
I'm just struggling with the commitment side of things. Like, I like the idea of relationships, but I don't know how to fully commit.
I feel like it can be scary though, because we've spoken about this in episode 1, but you don't want to give false hope when you don't know where you're at.
Yeah, that's right. And then sometimes you can get caught up in the love bubble and think that that's what you want, but then really you're not too sure on the other side as well. Like, the way I look at it is like, how do I know I've got the best apple in the tree if all I've had is a Royal Gala? I want to dabble into the Granny Smiths, the Pink Ladies, the Fugees.
Oh my God. At
do you know
least
what
he's
I mean?
honest, ladies. At least he's honest. Do you know what my theory is when it comes to men? I feel like the only way or the only reason they will settle down is if they believe that they've found the best fish in the sea.
Yeah, that's
Don't you
true.
think?
Yeah.
Like if a guy's like, oh no, I reckon I could do better.
Yeah.
Then they'll be like, I'm going to keep searching.
Yeah.
But if they're like, nah, this girl is solid, love everything about her, good personality, great tits, great ass, whatever else they're looking
like,
for.
I feel like guys like, or even some girls as well, it's like, there's an element that you think the grass might be greener somewhere else.
Yeah.
But until you find the one and you're like, that is AstroTurf. It ain't getting any fucking greener because it's plastic.
Yes.
That's the one for me, you know?
Literally.
But as well, I just feel like guys, like, unless you're ready, like ready for a relationship, then like it just fumbles. Because I know a couple of guys that have been in like relationships for like, you know, close to like 3, 4, 5 years and everything's like smooth sailing or whatever, but it's not really progressing. Then they break up with somebody, then like meet somebody 2 weeks later, all right, moving in, kids, what, like when you know you're ready, you're ready.
If you know, you know. And I feel like, yeah, that was the thing with Lachy and I'm like, why haven't you proposed to me? Like, not that I care about it now. I'm just like, whatever. But I feel like he was such a slow burn. Like at the start, he maybe, I feel like he's always been sure of me, but he's only just started. He's only just started talking about marriage in the last 2 years.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And we've been together like 8 years now. So I'm like, he wasn't like, yeah, I'm going to pop the question. But yeah, I feel like if it's the right girl,
the right time.
Yeah, and the right time, the guys will be like, yeah, I'm all in, let's go.
Yeah.
But just some guys just aren't into marriage, like, and that's maybe how you'll always be. Like, do you think you'll ever be ready?
Yeah, 100%. Like, all I want in life is like, you know, a loving family, like a partner, lifelong partner, like marriage. Like, I want all of that, but I'm not into the whole like stigma that like, okay, like the clock's ticking, we've been together for like 3, 4 years now. When are you going to propose? When are you going to do this? When, like,
dude, take it from me, you do not need to rush.
Yeah, you don't
like,
need to rush. Yeah, that's right. And like, for example, yourself, like, you know, you've got the kids and like, you know, you've been building your house and stuff. Like, you ain't got time.
For 100 years, might I add.
Yeah, like you ain't got time to like plan, you know, like.
Oh, I know.
You got too much on your plate already.
Yeah, I don't even think about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
my dog's crippled. My manager's screaming at me for work every day. The boys are like so crazy and hyped. Like the reno, there's just so much going on.
Yeah.
There's no way I could handle it. But I mean, a wedding would be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, how old are you again?
I just turned 27.
Okay, so yeah, you're still so young. Like, you have a lot of time.
Yeah, I do have a lot of time because guys can actually settle down a bit later and like, you know, we can do that. Like, we don't have a biological clock like as women do.
Rude.
No, but like legit, but like when I'm 35, like
yeah, you're not the one holding the baby.
That's right. Like, there's less pressure, I guess, for guys.
Yeah.
To move mad.
That's true, but now can you understand from a woman's point of view where we're coming from when we're like, okay, we want to know if it's serious, and they do get quite attached quite easily. Because
it's your like DNA sort of thing,
yes,
right?
it's our DNA to be like, all right, let's go, baby time or whatever else, you know? step into that feminine energy. So, and like you said, we do have less time than you guys.
Yeah, yeah. So I do feel like I've got like time to meet the right person. I'm not stressed about meeting the one, but at the same time, I don't want to be like 35 and then be like a bit rush, like meet somebody, then like baby straight away, then like house, marriage, that sort of. I want to be able to like have a young love where like I travel and have loads of experiences with my partner before like having kids and stuff like that. Because like obviously when you have kids, you would know firsthand, like your kids are your priority. You can't just like pack up and go on like a random vacay or a random holiday.
It's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, that's right. So I want to have that like young love for a couple of years first before the kids and all that sort of stuff, you know?
I mean, the kids do make it really special though. Like I've always remembered the family trips over any brand trip that I've ever been on. Like it just makes it so much more special, but it also does make it a lot more stressful. And it is
were your
different.
kids planned? Like, did you plan it?
No, the kids weren't planned. So Lachy and I met on Tinder, funnily enough, and I was actually on and off.
On and off?
Thank you. I was actually on and off with my ex, Cam, and we had broken up. So I jumped on Tinder and I was like, let's go, let's have some fun. And then, matched with Lachy. And he was like, he didn't believe it was me. He was like, there's no way this is Skye Wheatley. And I'm like,
oh, because was this before?
After Big Brother.
After Big Brother, right, okay.
So this was after Big Brother and he thought it was like a full fake profile. And I'm like, nah, bruh, it's me. And he was like, oh my God, you're my favorite on Big Brother. Like just full frothing. And then I ended up getting back with Cam, broke up again, and then went back on the app. Lachy was still there, got chatting, met up a few times. And then after like 4 months of dating, I was pregnant with Forrest.
4 months.
4 months, dude.
Oh my God, and that's so soon.
Yeah, Lachy's such a good guy though. Like I feel like I've not really had any problems or I've never second guessed it. I'm like, no, a little bit. But I'm like, no, I know he's all in and I know that. I feel like he felt like he'd experienced what he needed to. Yeah. And he was like ready to settle down.
How old's Lachy?
He's 32.
Okay, so a year older than you.
Sorry, fucking hell, that was, wow. No, he's not. He's 34, sorry, turning 35. Okay.
So what's that, like 4 years older than you?
Yeah. So.
Is it math?
4? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so he's a little bit older than me, but I feel like he was maybe more ready than any other guy would have been at his age. Because if I was 24 when I fell pregnant, how old would he have been?
Oh my God, you might as well ask me to calculate the mass of the earth, as if I'm going to know what that
28.
is.
Yeah, so, dude, he was a year older than you.
Me.
Falling pregnant.
He was falling pregnant?
Well, I was falling pregnant, but he was falling pregnant as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he was a year older than me, right?
Yeah.
Was there any point where like, because obviously that's a big thing, right? 4 months of knowing somebody, then pregnant. Like, what was those conversations like? Were you like,
no,
I'm 100% like, I'm having it. Like, was there any like
no doubt. Because I really wanted to have a baby. I was really keen to settle down, which is like, I can totally relate to like the feeling rushed and pressured thing because, and I don't know why, but I put the pressure on myself. Yeah. Like I was the one who was pressuring myself. I'm like, oh, you got to settle down. You got to have babies, this, that. Like my biggest advice to anyone would be like, don't rush it and don't put that pressure on yourself. Like you need to have such a strong, solid foundation to bring children into the world. And it is so important that you have that. And me and Lachy were all good, yeah. But like we barely knew each other.
4 months is not long at all.
No,
yeah.
like, and I instantly moved in with him. Like we were just like full steam ahead straight away. It was very serious quite quickly, maybe similar to how you and Sash were. But yeah, I was more freaked out than him when I fell pregnant. Like he was like so excited and keen. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
it's happening, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually
But then
happening.
28, I think that's a reasonable like age.
Mate, it's
28.
That's like you next year having a baby.
Yeah, that's actually scary. Me doing nappies next year.
Yeah.
Mate.
What age do you think you want to settle down?
I want to like, I reckon, yeah, like when you can't put like a time restraint on it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, if it happens, it happens. I'm not actively like looking for like a relationship or like a partner. I'm just like, open to it. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not like, I don't need somebody in my life. I'm happy with like being single and just doing me.
I could not picture you as a dad. I'm so sorry.
And it's going to take some training and some practice.
I feel like you have so much more
growing up to do.
Yeah, and like life experience and the worst thing you can do is have a baby when, I mean, you'll never be ready for a baby. It's such a massive life-changing thing and such a big responsibility. And I don't think people even grasp the fact of
how hard it is.
How hard and challenging it's going to be and how much is going to change your life.
Yeah, they say that because like your whole life, it revolves around your kids, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
not your life anymore.
I mean,
I'm very big on like, I'm going to take time for me and do the things that make me happy because I have to, in order to be a good mum, I have to fill my own cup as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So I feel like I balance it really well, but there's other mums out there who just like my mum, for instance, she just dedicated her whole entire life to me and my sister. And yeah, she just did not do anything for herself.